Hello, I'm Tim Tuller, canon for music at St. John's. I'm going to say just a couple of words about this Sunday, April 7th. The prelude this Sunday is taken from J.S. Bach's collection of choral preludes for organ known as the Orgelbuchlein, or Little Organ Book is what it literally translates as. This collection, you'll notice, pops up quite frequently in voluntaries here at St. John's. It's a very useful volume. It consists of 46 choral preludes, or basically short little pieces based on hymn tunes, more or less. There are 46 of them. Bach originally intended for there to be 164 of them, but he never completed the collection. However, even at 46, it's a very useful volume because the choral preludes are arranged chronologically to correspond with the various liturgical seasons of the year. So there's an Easter section, a Lent section, and so on. And the pieces are written on chorales or hymn tunes that are associated with those various times of year. Admittedly, most of the hymns that he based these pieces on would not be familiar to modern Episcopal congregations, although some of them would be. But this week, they probably wouldn't be. There are two choral preludes on Easter hymns that would have been known in Germany during Bach's times as Easter pieces, but would be less familiar to us now. Nevertheless, the pieces are still, they make for great music. Our offertory anthem this Sunday is God So Loved the World by John Stainer, who was a very important 19th century English organist and composer. He is primarily remembered today as an organist and as a choir trainer, more probably than as a composer. As a choir trainer, he is renowned for having taken English choral music to new heights of performance standard. The English sacred music in the 19th century had kind of gotten to a low ebb, and Stainer, he was the organist at St. Paul's Cathedral in London, really raised performance standards immeasurably. In fact, its effect is still found today. We're obviously, we really admire English cathedral and church choirs about how well they sing the tradition of men and boys choirs. Is a very high standard, very well known, and it's largely because of John Stainer's influence. He really brought those levels of performance to an incredibly high level. And he did write a lot of music. Much of it would sound dated to our modern ears, but there are a few pieces that still remain favorites. And God So Loved the World, the little piece we're singing this Sunday, is actually taken from a much larger oratorio of his called The Crucifixion. And although it's a short piece, it is extremely moving and poignant, and is based on John 3:16. It's sung completely a cappella, meaning without accompaniment. Postlude this Sunday is entitled A Trumpet Minuet by the English composer Alfred Hollands. Hollands was active in the 19th and early 20th centuries, and he was known as an organist and composer and recitalist. However, he was completely blind from birth. Completely blind, yet nonetheless he rose to very high levels of composer and organist. A Trumpet Minuet is probably his best remembered piece nowadays. It has a really infectious melody, and it makes for a wonderful Easter season postlude. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.